All right, with the holidays around the corner and you're trying to figure out, you don't want to go and get anything crazy when it comes down to consoles, especially for like the parents that you just want to buy like a game system for, because they might not want the newest system. They might want something more, something more from back in the day. Now I'm gonna take this. I came from an era of mostly Nintendo on up, but before the Nintendo came out, there was Atari and ColecoVision, and I played those. But a lot of times we don't play them like that long. That was just me that long. My mom used to play like Pac-Man all day long, because during that era right there, it was all about the arcades. The arcades was the thing. So when it comes down to Atari, it's just like one of those, it's a console that you respect regardless of how the games is and everything else. It's a console that you respect, and I mean, even a Jaguar a little bit. I mean, some cases a lot of people like a Jaguar's like their system, but you know what, there's a following for the Atari Jaguar. People may not see it, but it's there, and people loves the Jaguar in some cases. I mean, just think about it. Doom was it's the best game that was on Jaguar. I mean, out of all the other Dooms that came out, I mean, if you play it on Jaguar, it's really good. So I got this system, and I was like, and I've been hearing about this one because I was, because I'm a fan of Atari, and I was trying to figure out, and I was trying to like reserve myself from getting the Atari, because I got saying all the other Ataris, and plus I have the Hyperkin Atari, which is amazing to me. I'm serious. The Hyperkin one, it's amazing. I truly respect that console. And there's another Atari that's supposed to be coming from the time of this video, and also this one. And I almost got this one and that new Atari that's supposed to be coming out mixed up, because I'm thinking that this is the one, but my arcade came out with this one. This one is called the Gamestation Pro. And so instead, I'm thinking that, it's going to be online. You got to get games and stuff like that. It was going to be something like more like, like the VCS style of the other Atari that came out. And I'm thinking that that's the one, but I didn't see it that they was going to pack like the games in it, which this is a good idea. And surprisingly, this one got a little bit of, I like the direction that they went into this one. And they went two ways. One, they packed the games up in there, which is good for, for like the gift sets and stuff like that to buy for, family members, or kids who maybe you want them to try out the Atari, and that's awesome. And then also this thing can like hook up the other controllers, so it makes more sense to be able to do stuff like that. But also for the heads that wants to add more games. And I was surprised that I was able to kind of tamper around with this. So let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. Now let me break this down, okay? This is for everybody that's just like, you're new, just coming to the channel, you're just seeing this, and you'd be like, whoa, who is this cat? I'm gonna tell you right now, when I do videos, I don't dig into like nothing deep. It's like, my thing is like, when I get these products, and I get them because I'm a person, I'm interested in it, I want to play, I want to peep it out, and I'm not really thinking about what's packed in it. I just want to unbox it and play some games, and just, and that's just the way pretty much, I'm figuring that if hopefully you think the same way I'm thinking, because it's like, let's open this thing up, let's see what's up in here, let's go ahead and plug this thing up, maybe weigh it out or whatever we're going to be doing. And then, you know what? Let's see what capabilities that can be done with this thing. And maybe we can probably add some more. That's just the way I get down. I mean, seriously, I'm just, so, I mean, because plenty of channels out there that just breaks everything down and all the like the capabilities and what's the processor and all that kind of stuff. Nah. Listen, it's just like, my thing is, it's like you came over and we just plugging this thing up. Like, check this out. I just got this Atari, this Gamestation Pro, or you know what I'm saying, a GSP if you want to call it like that, and we're gonna plug this thing up. We're gonna go up in there and make some chicken wings and some mac and cheese or something like that, and hook some stuff up, and then we're gonna grab the controller and get this and just get this thing popping, because we finna be having some fun and playing. That's just way I think. I'm just hanging out. I mean, don't get me wrong, far as the technical part, of course, if you watch the channel, I know how to do it, but when I'm just like, I'm kicking it. When I get up on here, I'm hanging out, I'm kicking it with you guys. We holding a conversation and just having fun, because we're gonna plug this thing up and see what's going on and see what makes this thing tick. Off the back, this thing is pretty. This thing is off the chain, and I like everything that's in it. Only thing I am a little disappointed about is the fact is that it does not come with a power supply. It just comes with the cord, and I'm just like, okay, oh well, but we're gonna figure it out, because that means that you can plug this thing up to anything, just whatever you can plug it up to have USB. Pretty much everything that's like you can pretty much plug this thing up to. If you have a laptop or anything like that, or some other like power source. I know everybody probably got those little block things hanging around the house. They're probably somewhere. You plug this thing up and then plug it up. You know, you're good to go. It's light. It's good. It's good. I remember looking on the box, and I remember that this thing has like what is called like a save. You know, you can add storage like for saves. So which means that this thing is able to take an SD card, like a micro SD card. So I was able to locate it. I located the slot for the SD card. But before I do that, I just want to set this thing up and make sure that I put batteries inside the controller and set everything up so that way, you know, so it can, you know, basically comes on for the first time. So let's do that. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, okay? Now, if you was trying to bring back that, you know, that hater vision, like the TVs in the car, and you know, and it's showing like something on the screen, back a few years ago, they had people was like they put like these big plasma screens up inside their car. I mean, TV was big enough in that going house. I mean, it was times I looked at folks' TV and I'm like, dude, how big is that TV up in the car? Oh, it's about 65 inches in your car. How you gonna sit in the car and it be like a regular car? It don't even be like a truck. It be like a regular car, like 40 or 50 inches inside the car from the back seat. How your kids is gonna sit back in the back seat? How you gonna sit up there and go shopping and go get your groceries, and you got baseline speakers up in the car, you know what I'm saying? And you can't even you can't even put your groceries back there. You can't put your groceries back there. No tissue, no nothing. I mean, because half your car was just all screen. It was just all screen. And then all of a sudden, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you got these giant wheels and on your car, and I'm like, dude, and then the tire's so low you can't even see the tire, so every time you run over something, you gonna feel it. I mean, that's just, you know, I mean yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean them cars was fly. Them cars was like super fly, off the chain. But I'm like, wow, see, this is the type of console that you plug up, and then you basically had them controllers hanging out and you start playing. If you was gonna bring that type of like ride back, you know, I mean, if you was gonna do something like that. But I was just saying. Now getting back to this thing, like I was just looking at the settings, and then it'll show you that you can have the bezels on here, and they have like, you know, a few different selections if you want to have the bezels, but you also have to do the aspect ratio. Me, I wanted to pick the widescreen because that's just me. I like to have my games on the full screen. But I know some people like that original aspect ratio that you wanted to 4.3. So that way you can have like that CRT vision. You know, back in the day that they had those, you know, they had the TVs with knobs. They bringing it back, so you can have that look, you know, for your screen. So that's pretty cool. And then so we're gonna just look at the selection of games. Now, I don't want to show you like every game that's on here, but they have like different selections to where that they have them in categories. So you can go through all, and you know, and there's different types. So where you can have like 8-bit, 16-bit, arcade style, the multiplayer. So obviously, I don't know if this can like go, basically it's like 2 players. So you can know, so basically couch co-op, you know, That's what they call it today. Back in the day, just call it 2 players. That's it, just 2 players. Now it's like couch co-op or multiplayer. But when we look at multiplayer, we're thinking like online multiplayer. That's just as today is. Back then, but like, remember when you hit up your friend, be like, yo, is that game 2 players? That's it. That was it. It was like, is that game 2 players? It wasn't like, oh, it's 2 players. So hey, hop online and get this game. No, it was like, yo, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. That's it. I'm coming over, and we finna get down. That was 2 players back then. That was 2 players. Sometimes it was 4 players playing. So that's what it was. But just like I said, I'm finna, let's just get down some games. All right, for the entire time, I was using the joystick controller that came with the console. And what I've been hearing is that you can use other controllers to play the games. But I was just using the joystick that came with it. And it's pretty responsive. It is. I couldn't believe it, because I'm like, wow, playing some of these games, especially like these tournament fighting games, trying to use that joystick and still trying to push those buttons. I don't know, it was kind of, not only that, but playing like the 8 eyes, that one was a little bit challenged to play, as far as like me pushing the button at the top and then trying to maneuver it and stuff like that. But as far as like the response, yeah, it works very, very well. Now, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead, and I have a little SD card. I have a 32 gig SD card. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set some things up and I'm gonna add some games. I'm just going to test out a few of them because I'm still going to be running some tests, but let's just see if this works. Wow, it actually worked. Okay, so I had to make sure that we're going to get to this SD card. So I know that I see that the local store, so basically that's for like your save states. And then we're going to use this micro SD. So we're going to use that just to be able to at least be able to play these games from the SD card. So let's just see what's going on. Right. All right. So I got like a little bit of a small list of games that I just want to test out. So let's see, because here's Castlevania, and it was not up on this console. Let's see if this worked. We got a game here. Castlevania on this Gamestation Pro. Let's go. I don't want to get messed with too much with the music, but it's working. We're playing a game, Castlevania, right off the SD card. This is wild. This just makes this console like just totally awesome, because the fact is like, you know, it's not only a, you know, a console where you have your game station just like it is and it's out the box, but you able to add your own library of games here. And the way it's looking, it's like I was just looking at the menu of games. It just seems like you just gotta add them at random. It's not like you can put folders or anything like that. I'm quite sure over, you know, saying down the line somebody's gonna figure this out to be able to put the stuff in folders and do all this extra stuff like they did the other one. But this is awesome. This is amazing. Wow. And super fun, and the visuals is stunning. Love it. I'm gonna try one more here. I'm gonna have to do some tests off camera, just, you know, later on, so I can just figure things out and what consoles work. But I want to try one more before I get off. Let me see. Yeah, I just figured that this one will probably be good to try one more Atari game, because the fact is that it is Atari, and my goal is will be to put a bunch of Atari games on it. So this is amazing. Okay, all right. Now I'm good. All right, so there you have it. I love this console. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so that way you guys can get one. Hope they be widely available for everyone to get, because this is amazing. And I hope that if you guys decide to get one, let me know in the comments and let me know what games you want to play up on here. Of course, I did not see Pac-Man, so I did add Pac-Man to this list that when I put on SD card. So obviously you can add games, which is awesome. I don't know what other consoles that can be played on here, so I'm gonna be running some tests. If you guys want to see another video on how to do this, or you want to see other consoles being played on here, or have me test out other stuff, let me know in the comments. I'll let your boy. All right, you guys. All right, if you made it this far, appreciate it. All right, and I'm out, yo. And from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.